Hello ladies and gentlemen, and you find me in Glastonbury, outside the Abbey, and there's a man in a pointy hat in blue. That means it's got to be Merlin. Let's go find out. So there you go, we've done it. We have actually secured Merlin for an interview. Now Merlin, as you probably know, if you've been to Glastonbury, is always really busy standing outside the gate, talking to people. He's hundreds of acolytes who turn up on a daily basis. But today we've got him all to ourselves. We're sitting in the wonderful Abbey. We found a bench to sit on. The sun is coming and going, so hopefully the exposure won't be too bad. But for now, Merlin, how are you today, sir?
I'm having a wonderful day, man. Every day to me is a wonderful day. I mean, I don't know how I do that, but... And I forgot to put my teeth in this morning as well, like a bloody idiot. That's
all right. Post-production, it won't matter. So, tell me, we've come to the Abbey because I already know this, but can you explain to the people, the Abbey has kind of a role to play in the Merlin evolution?
Well, in a way, yeah. I mean, I came here last year for the medieval fair, and at one point I had to clean the fridge, because I cleaned the fridge on a Sunday, and it was Sunday that I came, because somebody bought me a ticket, because I couldn't afford to come here. Somebody bought me a ticket and gave me a ticket so I could actually come. And so I was cleaning the fridge out, because I cleaned the fridge on a Sunday, and Gina, who runs the fridge, she came past and said, "Oh, it's Merlin cleaning the fridge, you see." And so she took a photograph of me cleaning the fridge. And that was the first start of everything. And then later on that day, King Arthur came up to me, who was at his knights there on horseback, doing jousting and sword fighting and really putting on a show for the people. He came up to me and he said, "Thank you, Merlin." He said, you made our day today by dressing up as a wizard, like, you see. And I said, "You made mine as well." He took me back 1,000 years or more, when men were men and chivalry was everywhere. You ain't got to look for it. You've got to look for it today, haven't you?
So let me just unpack that a minute. You were cleaning the fridge because it was Sunday. So yeah. Sunday, I'm going to clean the fridge. I got that bit. Somebody took a photograph of you and said, "It's medieval day." Next, you're here dressed as a wizard, so you just happen to have a wizard costume laying around the place.
I had a wizard costume in Spain, and I bought it when I was in Spain to entertain the kids. Because the kids thought it was wild, you see. The only Englishman in the village, the only hippie in the village, and the only guy who'll dress up as a bloody wizard in the village. So
you just happen, I mean, not everybody's going to happen just to have a Merlin suit anyway. So you dressed up, you came over, you met King Arthur and all his knights on there, who are splendid, aren't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And so then you got the idea, okay, there's a role to play here.
So Gina put it on Facebook, my picture, cleaning the fridge. Yeah. And she had 3,500 hits in less than a week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a clean fridge.
And she said, that is fantastic. So I decided then to walk up the high street, dressed in my wizard's outfit.
Yeah.
And some people said, oh, can I be a photo? Can I be a photo? And I said, oh, give me a photo. For a donation, just a little donation, £1 will do, and or shillings, whatever. And so I'm walking up there, and then I thought, you know, I ought to do readings for people. I used to read because I had a shop for.
This is room reading.
Reading, yeah. I had a shop for 20 odd years in Bridge North.
Yes.
Called Solstice.
Okay.
And that ran very well. So I knew the ins and outs, and I'd done runic readings many times in the shop for people. And I thought, I'll do my runes again, you know, and I'll do the runic readings and see what happens. And so I started doing the runes, and people were saying, that's the best reading I've ever had. And I've had this on the bloody street with Merlin. And, you know, well, that's just the way it goes, you know. Not everyone's like that, but most are, because I actually get them to ask their spiritual guides to choose the runes for them. So they're not going to choose them themselves. No. The spiritual guides are going to choose the runes for them. So they're going to get the absolute reading that they really need. You know? That's
fantastic. So, because you're Merlin, ladies and gentlemen, if you've not been to Glastonbury and you're going to come to Glastonbury, you will find Merlin by the entrance to this wonderful abbey. By the door, on the left as you come in, there he will be. And I've walked across here with Merlin this morning, and people be going, hello Merlin! And it's like walking around town with a superstar. You know, you go out with Merlin, you know what you're going to get seen. So, I mean, you've evolved, your Facebook page has built, you have many followers, you have people coming to town just because you're here to see you, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I had 2 women last year, and they'd come from Newcastle on Tyne, which is like, I don't know, 300 or 400 miles away, way up north. And they said everybody in the village, everybody in our village is talking about you in the pub.
You should go on tour,
we had to go and find out. Because I said, oh, so you come to see Glastonbury? Well, yes and no. I said, what do you mean yes and no? So actually you come to find the wizard Merlin more than anything.
Well, you could go on tour, Merlin. You could get on a charabang or a megabus and head up north and do a tour of the little villages up there. Hey, Merlin's in town. So this has been what, 2 years now you've been Merlin?
No, 1 year.
1 year, because we've bumped into you at the Frost Fair, didn't we? I think that was the first time we actually spoke to you, was the Frost Fair. And then of course there's been the Beltane, there's been the Jubilee celebration.
Everything.
Every time I come out to film something, you're there. It's brilliant, it's absolutely brilliant. So if I should say, if you're coming to Glastonbury, come and get your photograph taken, drop £1 in the box and go home with a photograph with a real wizard. I mean, this is the real thing, this is not, you know, this is a wizard. And then also, if you need your runes read,
I'll do a reading for you.
You do reading? Excellent.
And the other day, yesterday, was really special because a wedding couple, they got married at the town hall. I didn't think they did that on a Sunday, but obviously they do.
They do now,
So this couple, and she looked absolutely bloody fabulous. And so I walked out of where I was standing to walk down by the town hall, where they're all coming down the steps. And I just looked at the bridegroom and said, hey, you know the first 50 years are the worst, don't you, man? Get over them, and it's plain sailing.
You get less than that for murder, and you're out on remand. Anyway, Merlin, it's been absolutely fantastic.
It's been a pleasure talking to you as well.
It's been brilliant, and of course, do come to Glastonbury, and if you've met Merlin already, you know what a wonderful guy he is. If you haven't met him yet, come to Glastonbury, you've got that pleasure to come. But for now, that's the end of today's video. We'll see you on the next one, wherever that is. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.